Everybody, this is it, my very first YouTube video. I promise things will get better from here out. I mean, I probably shouldn't make promises that I don't know if I can keep, but I'm going to try. So I spent some time vlogging during Comic Con Honolulu that happened earlier this year, and I had a blast. So I figured I'd share that with everybody, and here we go. Hey there, friends and enemies, Haz-Matt here, and this is it. The first vlog for the AM Mayhem on YouTube, so we're going to see how this goes. We are at Comic Con Honolulu this weekend. And there are some big names, comics, movies, all that kind of stuff. So we're going to go around. This is theoretically my people. So we're going to find out what we can, maybe pick up some art. Want to cruise Artist Alley, definitely want to support local artists if at all possible, and really just take the opportunity to get some signatures and photographs. Let's see how this goes. We're going to check in with the guys at Other Realms, with Alt 1059, and then from then on, it's you and me. So for better or worse, get ready for it. If this video comes out looking really herky-jerky, I apologize. I do not have a gimbal yet, so we're just going by hand. Phrasing. All right, here goes. So, been walking around for a couple hours now. Man, I need to get a better selfie stick, which is never something I ever wanted to say. I'm a little disgusted in myself that I said it, but holding this out at arm's length and trying to fit my watermelon head into the frame is not a good look, so we'll have to adjust that. But all right, so I've been walking around Comic Con Honolulu for the couple hours now. I keep telling myself when I get here that, hey, I'm just gonna walk the floor real quick, figure out where everything is, and then make another loop around. And then I run into pretty much everyone I know and have ever met ever, and I end up just talking and carrying around this massive backpack that I have here. Yeah, it's got all of my water, like my hydro flask and all the camera gear and all that kind of stuff. It is heavy, and I am dead, and I am ridiculously fat and out of shape, essentially. Some really cool stuff here, though. There's a couple of original art pages that I think would be really cool to pick up. Will I ever invest that? I have no idea. Will I ever not be stared at by people for looking into a camera and talking? Who knows? Yeah, a bunch of really cool artists are here, so I might be able to get some... let's move this around. I might be able to get some sketch work or anything like that done. That would be pretty cool. I am really impressed by the cosplayers, both in the design of a lot of their stuff and the fact that it is crotch soup out here. It is ridiculous. We have got Hurricane Eric, which became Tropical Storm Eric, which is now gross, muggy weather Eric, and he is doing that to the convention, really. So it is really gross, but everybody is decked out to the nines here, and I don't know how they do that. Maybe they don't. I guess it's a lot of baby powder. Regardless. So yeah, we're going to take a look at some more stuff, and we'll check in later. It is Sunday, day 3 of Comic Con Honolulu. It is my second day at the con, but it's the last day overall, so we're going to have some fun. I plan on getting a little bit of artwork today. I'm going to cruise Artist Alley again and see if I can't commission a sketch or so. I think that should be really fun. There's some original artwork that's really tempting, and I don't have the budget for all of this. So I have got to figure out what to... I don't want to say anything right up front what I want, because then I'm going to look back if I don't get it and be super disappointed. Screw it, here we go. One of the things that I really, really loved that I saw yesterday, and I am tempted by, is an original artwork page from Humberto Ramos for Crimson. I believe it was issue 2 or 5, I forget. But it is the scene right before they introduce Scarlet. So you get a little bit of, on the page, you get like a pit of vampires, you get a little image of Crimson, of Joe, of all, anyway, all that. So that's pretty cool. It might be something to go for. I also kind of want to get a commission sketch from Amy Reeder, because she's just phenomenal. I really dug her stuff on Madame Xanadu, and if I go for a sketch, do I go for Madame Xanadu, or do I request something like Death? Because I think she did a really great version of Death. We'll see, we'll see. Or do I go for her new stuff, like Rocket Girl, or Moon Girl and Devil Dinosaur, that kind of stuff. I don't know. We'll figure it out. It's all on the fly. Let's see, what else? Jamie is hanging out with me today. She got the day off work, so she's coming by, and get this, she actually dressed up. She's a little cosplayer. I didn't even know it. She's got a casual Vanellope von Schweetz thing going from Wreck-It Ralph. So it is both incredibly appropriate and incredibly inappropriate when I say, I'm gonna wreck it. All right, that was horrible. All right, so we'll check in more as the day goes on. Here we go. Say hello. This is your interview segment. Hold up your sticker.
Hi.
Look familiar? So, tell me, what is it like now to be a world-famous cosplayer?
Not
Be
world famous
recognized
yet.
everywhere you go.
No.
Look at this. Zoop. Vanellope. Zoop. Vanellope. It's crazy, right? You know, this is a video. You don't have to just, you're like... All right, I'll stop hassling you. You go be famous. Okay, so walking around the con, went to Artist Alley, threatened to do a bunch of stuff, did a bunch of stuff, and by that I meant spent money that I just don't have, but it's totally worth it. I will soon be the proud owner of an Amy Reeder sketch. I asked her to do Death. I really liked her take on the character from her Madame Xanadu run, so I told her that, and she is good to go. She's going to be doing that up for me. It's going to be super cool. We picked up a couple of gifts for people, and from one of the artists, a guy named, I believe his name is Alvin Lee. I'll double check that. But while we were standing there making a purchase of this really cool inked Batman sketch, he just ink brush sketched me and Jamie, and it's super cool. Here. Andy Lee. Andy Lee.
It says he was from Marvel and stuff.
Wow, that was pretty rad. He did that all in like just a couple minutes, and then just gave it. He's like, "Oh, this is just free. This is something that I'm giving to people," and it's absolutely beautiful. So make sure you check it out. Andy Lee. He is super talented. All right, so we're gonna keep looking around for more stuff. I might drop off the camera. I don't know how much I want to keep lugging things around. My back is screaming at me, so this might be a post-con wrap-up that you'll see next. One way or the next. This has been absolutely amazing. Comic Con Honolulu. Okay, so I talked about a bunch of stuff in the video, and I wanted to actually show it to you now that I have the chance. We went around and got as much art as we could, because that is my absolute favorite thing to do at a convention. So first of all, I think you saw the David Mack booth. Now, I actually got a chance to meet him a couple years ago when he hung out with the crew from Other Realms. He's come out here and done signings and such, and when he came out this year, he stopped by, did some more signings, and I had to pick up a couple of prints. So these are some amazing ones. As you can tell, I have kind of a thing for the whole Sandman and Death back and forth relationship from Vertigo. So this is one of his, of Sandman, Morpheus, Dream. I thought this was really cool, so I had to pick this one up. Also, yes, I got one of Death. I swear to God, I'm not like an emo kid. I'm not that type. I don't know why, but just these two characters I think are really cool as far as design and everything. So I wanted to pick these up. Got those signed. I also got this one just because, yeah, Neil Gaiman is one of my favorite authors. So have this one with like his rules for writing and creativity, that type of thing. This was done by David Mack, so I had him sign it. That was super cool. Also, just to keep on the theme of that, I was talking about how I got a sketch from Amy Reeder of Death. And this is from the Madame Xanadu run that I really dug of hers. So, boom. There it is. There's the finished product. Let's see if we can get a really good look at that. Absolutely love it. Absolutely love it. I think it's a phenomenal piece. So, thank you so much to Amy Reeder for doing this. It was on a Sunday, so the absolute end of the commission list. I tried to throw my name in there. Very fortunate for that. Did pick up something from Stitch Tunes. A guy specializes in doing all like these different like Stitch in various scenarios and whatnot. But since Jamie and I love that movie so much, we made sure to get this one. We thought that was really cool. We're probably going to get this one framed or something like that. And then, and I think you saw this one already, but I wanted to show it to you again. This is this guy Andy Lee, who just so quickly ink brushed a portrait of me and Jamie while we were standing there for couldn't have been more than a couple of minutes. But I wanted to show this again. That's just absolutely amazing. We're definitely getting this one framed. Beyond that, from all of the stuff that I got, oh man, I made some bad decisions. I went back issue diving, which I don't do normally for any convention, but for little graphic ideas and designs that I wanted, I figured, if I see something jump out at me, I'll pick it up. And all these issues were like $1 or less, so I don't really mind so much. So I had to get some of my favorites. I couldn't believe I was finding some of the stuff, like anything from Shirao, I think is absolutely phenomenal, so I had to pick that up. I got a few issues in here from Joe Mad, Battle Chasers. I love that series. I wish there was more of it, one way or the next. I found some of those. I had to go back and get, look, oh man. Okay, I'm a big Humberto Ramos fan, and when he jumped in and did DV8, I just really dug that series. I was a big Gen 13 fan, so the fact that it came off of this. Oh, here's one that I found. Apropos of nothing, it was the very first, one of the very first manga, anime, whatever that I was exposed to was Joji Manabe. I'm probably saying that name wrong. It was Outlanders. And then he did a follow-up series, at least as far as I know. It was published here with Dark Horse Comics, Dracoon. So I found a couple issues of that. I wanted to make sure I picked those up. I got some old Image stuff, anything Jim Lee or Silvestri, that kind of a thing. I just thought it was fun to go dumpster diving. Back issue bin diving, since I haven't done that in forever. So just something fun to kind of make comics interesting and really grab my attention again. Because I've been slow in reading lately, but recently it's just, I've got the itch again. I'm going to keep doing a lot of reading. In fact, you're probably going to see a lot of review videos, little like miniature book report type of things. So thanks for hanging out with me. Comic Con Honolulu was a blast. I'm looking forward to the next one that rolls through town. Let's see what happens.